Make sure you shower before you go to a pre-release. I'm not kidding.
This is not a joke.
I'm not kidding.
Bring some deodorant for f***'s sake. Welcome to Cardboard Castle. Today we're gonna dive into how to prepare for your next pre-release event. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to Magic the Gathering, this will help you navigate this event smoothly.
If you're a more advanced player, this video might not be for you, but
You can share it with your friends.
a pre-release is kind of a big event. It takes a lot of time, so you want to be prepared. You want to know what you're getting yourself into.
With the right preparation, they can be thoroughly enjoyable. Step 1, securing your spot early.
Secure your spot by booking tickets in advance at your local game stores. Pre-releases are popular, spots can be filled up quickly, and there's only a limited supply. How long is a pre-release usually?
Pre-release events, depending on your local game store, the start and end times can vary. You know, when we play pre-releases, they're usually 4 matches, which is almost up to 4 hours. And then there's break times in between. So, you know, plan accordingly.
If you're gonna be there an entire day, you wanna
make sure you have sustenance and nourishment.
get some energy in. You're gonna need it. It's also kind of important that you know what you're getting into. You're gonna have like a set amount of time, like an hour basically, after you open your packs to make your deck. So you wanna kind of already know the cards, so you don't have to read every card again. You wanna get some kind of idea, at least of the mechanics.
Make sure you know the mechanics of the set beforehand. It's not mandatory, but it will make your experience a lot more enjoyable.
It can get you an edge, right? If you already know the cards by heart, you're gonna be able to make your deck faster, you're gonna be able to make a better deck.
If you're a new player, it's best to familiarize with your set.
Yeah, maybe take a friend that is already like a seasoned player
Yeah.
that can help you build the deck. Another thing that's very important, you need the companion app.
You need the companion app for your next...
Bring your phone, make sure it's charged. If it's not charged, you're gonna sit there with your in your hands and you're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time. So it is actually mandatory to download the Magic the Companion app. It streamlines the event participation. You'll see the pairings, the results, and all that good stuff. So make sure you got that installed and you don't do it on the spot, otherwise you're gonna fiddle around.
If you're an old player and looking to get back into Magic,
Don't.
DCI doesn't exist anymore.
They killed DCI. Now let's talk about packing your adventures kit. What you definitely need to bring is pen and paper to track your life total, some really good sleeves. We recommend Dragon Shields. Take more than 40 because the deck is minimum 40 and you're gonna
Rip a sleeve.
rip some sleeves. Some dice for counters, a spin down for life totals, but it's actually not recommended because when you're on a table and someone knocks against the table or whatever, you know, you lose track of your life total and it makes it harder for the judges to keep track of what's legal and what's happening in the game. You don't need to only count your life total, but we also recommend keeping track of your opponent's life total so there's no mistakes. It's a pre-release event. Mistakes are gonna happen. This way you can make sure that you're both at the same page. And also, a nice playmat does the job really well, protecting your cards and your sleeves.
When you create your deck, you're gonna need land, obviously. Usually, your local game store has land provided for you, but since it's a pre-release event, there's a lot of people, they might run out of land, or it's kind of a hassle because everyone has to go to the same location for land. If you have land laying around, bring some. It's just handy for yourself. I really hate going like in. It's not sorted.
It saves time.
It's not sorted.
It saves your time.
It's in a box. It's not sorted. You have to go through them. Oh yeah, this is one white. Oh,
It depends on your game store.
I'm looking for 50, but there's like 30 people going to the same box,
It's
and then
true.
they just throw it in.
You have an hour to build your deck, your lands are right there with you, you can sleeve up and you're ready to go. It saves you time, saves you hassle, you don't have to navigate the game store. Bring your own land, 20 of each. Now we get to the good part. This is the moment of truth, cracking open those packs. Open your packs and sort cards by color.
Usually what I do in a pre-release is I open all the packs and then I look at the rares and the,
Right,
the
put those
legendaries.
aside.
I put those aside to see if there's something that's heavy in those colors, right?
Bombs, those are bombs.
Bombs. It doesn't mean if you have the rares that you have the commons and uncommons to support it. So you gotta look at both.
It's a pre-release event, this is for casuals, this is for new players. People will love to help you. You can always check with your neighbor, is this a good card or not?
Keep in mind that they're also doing the pre-release. They also have 1 hour to build their deck, right?
Don't harass your
Don't
neighbor.
harass them too much. Make sure that like either you try it yourself first. If you see that they're ready, you can ask them some questions.
Read the room.
They're gonna want to help you, but on their time.
Going on into selecting your cards, basic limited deck has 15 to 17 creatures, and 6 to 8 other spells like removal or combat tricks.
Mana based, you want to look at, to begin, I would say 17 lands. Never go 18 lands.
Never go 8?
Never go 18.
Depending.
Either 17
Yeah.
or 16.
Yeah,
If you're a
that's
very creature heavy or low mana cost, you go back to 16.
You can change your deck in between rounds, but don't overdo it. You know, slight adjustments work, but don't go crazy with it.
Yeah.
Introducing yourself, informing your opponent that you're a new player, clear communication enhances the experience for both people.
You shuffle your deck. Make sure you shuffle it thoroughly. Don't go like one land, no.
Mana weaving.
Yeah, don't mana weave. Don't do that.
And then, presenting to your opponent.
Then, if it's presented, you want to cut the deck and then present it again.
And then you take your deck.
And then you're not allowed to shuffle it anymore.
And they're not
From
allowed
then
to-
on, game's on.
That's-
Some people just touch the deck and say, it's okay, I trust you.
I trust
We
you.
don't need to shuffle.
Yeah.
We don't have enough time for this shenanigans because shuffling also takes time.
Speaking of time management. Keep track of your round timer. This is an official event, so it will be time counted. You have 50 minutes usually to play 3 rounds.
It's best of 3.
And if you go overtime, if it takes longer than an hour to finish a game.
A judge will show up.
And speaking of judges, whenever you have any rules or questions or disputes with your opponent, raise your hand.
Judge!
Judge!
When the event is finished, you don't just go home, right? You gotta wrap up prize support, say bye to your new friends, hang back to socialize a bit, maybe do some trades, maybe even hit them up for like, hey, when is the next event? And then they go like, oh, we draft every Friday. We got a private pool. You want to join?
Exactly.
We're always looking for new players.
And then you can head up into a weekly draft with your new friends, and people love this. We always need more players to play with.
That's the fun part about Magic.
It's a game you can't really play by yourself. It's more fun with the more people you play. So yeah, engage socially.
Yeah, so I think this actually wraps everything up. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and may the draws be forever in your favor!
But if you don't have any friends,
You can hire us, 500 euros an hour, and we'll join the pre-release.
sign your soul away.